talking about service
See, under the old act, you can revise your return. Even if it is time is over, belated revised return also will be accepted.
He's talking service tax.
Oh my,
Yeah.
service tax I am out.
Yeah.
I'm not saying that.
Site is not permitting you. Fully agree.
No, law also
Now,
does not.
there is a, the difference is
Substantial.
tax rupees, yeah. It's a big difference. So how now I can revise my trans one,
But service tax last return you are not able to revise.
but it will not match with each other. Then what are the consequences and what will be done?
So please sit down. So please sit down. This issue is already brought to the notice of the GST Council. Yes, you can most likely see a resolution for revision of that return or amendment here shortly. It will come. Or they are likely to come out and tell you if they don't want to spend the money to amend or change that old software, hard copy they are likely to accept. Most likely they will accept. Shortly you will see it in the next 3 to 5 days.
I have go to help desk, they told me write a letter and
No. The government is aware of this problem. Just wait for a week. It will happen. It will happen. The government is seized of it. Yes. Now, whether form GST or TRAN 1 is mandatory and is it a declaration or an application? Now, I have two clients who say that I don't want this transition credit. I'm not interested. आपका credit नहीं चाहिए. I don't want to declare stock. I don't want to declare my imports SAD CVD. Nor do I want to take my SENVAT credit. I don't want. What will happen? That I carry stock, but I don't declare in TRAN 1 or don't file TRAN 1. 3 things will happen. Second part I'll come later, whether it's declaration or application. If Joshi sir is going to be the proper officer, he will give you a notice 1 year down the line saying there is a willful or malified intent in your not declaring the stock held on 30th June, option 1. There is a willful or malified intent, option 1. Option 2, he will tell you that you have not maintained your books and records in the normal course of business, therefore you have not declared. Option 2, you will be a fit case for estimation. Option 3, he will write to your ITO and tell you your stock of 2 crores you have not declared because it is book stock and you don't have physical stock, or it is physical stock and you don't have book stock. He will tell you anything. Option 3. Option 4, he will tell you the supplies you have effected in the month of July is on account of goods which are not covered by tax invoices during the period June 2017. Therefore, pay tax under 9(4). Now, fortunately for you, 9(4) is moved. Therefore, he will tell you, you have not declared, you don't have stock, how did you effect a supply? Your supply is not, outward supply is not commensurate with your inward supply. You can get into trouble in all possible methods. Therefore, do you have an option of not declaring in TRAN 1? You evaluate your circumstance. Then decide whether you want to file your TRAN 1 or don't want to file your TRAN 1. You decide. Sorry sir, you have to say something?
No.
You decide.
I tell you, if under the new act, he is not eligible, then what happens?
Correct. If he is under the new law, if he is not eligible for input tax credit, I am still saying you should file your TRAN 1 because your books of account should be speaking. Otherwise, you are open for estimation going forward with all the 3 authorities. Old VAT law, because he will estimate your June sales, right? July under the GSTPAM, and your income tax officer who is also watching your closing stock that you have declared on 30th June to estimate your closing stock for 31st March 2017. That man also is watching your stock because you are now linked to PAN. You are now linked to permanent account number. So he is also watching you. So all 3 of them, one of them will catch you for sure. And it is going to be difficult.
It was the indication given that trans 1 is only to be filed where the credit is to be carried forward, not for the declaration of stock.
That's why I said, I have no difficulty, don't file. If you don't file, I'll give you notice. Then you have to tell me that I had no credit. That proof also lies on you only. Correct, sir?
So everybody is required to file the trans one.
Sorry?
According to you, that
Sir, one second. No, law will not force. 1 minute. Sir, 1 minute. I'll answer your question. I heard you. Yes, sir.
it means that everybody is required to file the trans one.
In my view, the answer is yes. Otherwise, get ready for a notice. Get ready for notice you will get. On reply whether you will win, time will tell us. Yes, sir. Now, law is not forcing you. I am not forcing you to file. Law will give you a notice. Then you decide what reply, whether he will accept or not, you decide. See, trans one is not mandatory. You want to file, you want to take the credit, file, just as he was saying. You want to take the credit, file. Don't want to take the credit, don't file. If you file, I'll give you notice saying you prove your credit. If you don't file, I tell you are not maintaining your books of accounts in normal course of business, therefore you have not filed. That notice also will come. You decide whether you want to reply to a notice where they have said you are not filed or filed which is incorrect. Either way you will get.
My personal experience with the GST Commissioner office in Mumbai is very positive. They are immediately acting and also calling you back to find out in the evening whether the problem which you are facing, like LUT,
Perfect. Yes.
they were asking all other papers, the stamp paper, I gave everything on plain paper, and after that they amended. Once
Correct.
I went to Bombay office, so I don't think that the senior officers are the way they were in the earlier.
Perfect. Sir, perfectly agreed. I am with you on this feedback from a good number of officers, but I am only telling there will be 10 who will give you this notice out of 100. That you be ready. Right? So you decide whether you want, because I already have a notice for TVS. Right? Next. Otherwise I will not be speaking. Yes, sir.
If I don't have any credit, but if I want to file a trans according to your opinion, then in which column I have to put my stock in that? Because in trans there is no such column provided if I don't have a credit. Where to put the figures?
No, don't put. At least you will have C form. At least you will have something.
Something which is applicable there.
If nil, write nil. Correct? That's all. So my policy is if nil, write nil. File. That's it. Next. Transitional issues arising with respect to payment of service tax dated 30th June. Now, look at what the circular that has been issued has come. Right? In respect of that payment relating to taxes on reverse charge basis under service tax law, they have said you go ahead and pay on or before August 6th or July 6th or July 6th, right? July 6th for the month of June, credit will continue to be available to you, right? Now you look at the transition provisions of 142, 9A and B. Isn't it contradictory to the provisions of law? Can a circular override a provision of law? It cannot. Now tell me, this is a beneficial circular this is issued, therefore you want to take advantage of this. Now look at a case where a fellow actually wants to file a petition against this beneficial circular. Perfectly possible, because it is simply ultra vires the law. This circular will get quashed. This circular will get quashed. For the heck of it, if somebody challenges this by saying how can they issue a circular which is against the law laid down under 142, this circular will go. This circular will go. Therefore, what they should have done, they should have amended the law rather than issuing a circular. Rather than issuing a circular. This is what I am saying is knee-jerk reaction. Knee-jerk reaction. In order to appease the business, they issue this. One petition, somewhere in India, this law will go or the circular will go. One of it will go. Then genuine dealers will be in trouble. Genuine dealers will be in trouble. This, according to me, is a glitch. It is a glitch. Something has to be done with it. Next. When will credits be available on filing of GST Trans 1 after verification? Now, credits are available. No, yeah, that I understand, right? Now, credits are available. Credits will be available the moment you file your GST Transition 1. Notices are already being issued in respect of transition credits which are beyond 1 crore. I have more than half a dozen notices for proving my credits. Now, three things I will have to take care. I will have my credit flowing from the customs law, SAD CVD. I have my credit flowing. I have my SENVAT credit, which is excise plus service tax, and I have my VAT credits, which will flow including entry tax and the state level loss in some states. So these three situations will arise. Now, at what point in time will this entire credit be made available in my electronic credit ledger, either as CGST or SGST? One, credit ought to be automatically available the moment I file my Tran 1. Credit automatically needs to be available the moment I file my Tran 1. Having filed Tran 1, if I now revise it, will the revised credit, will it take, or somebody said he has filed Tran 1 but he has to revise here. Will the revised credit be taken care of? If yes, whether there will be interest and penalty? Or look at situations where I have taken credit because I had so much of credit available, but I now want to revise because revision is permitted now. Will they deny the full credit there, or will they deny only the differential credit? Differential credit. We don't know how the portal is going to behave. Only on 20th of October we will know how it is going to behave. Till then we have no idea of what is staring at us. What is staring at us. But let me tell you what I am told. If you have filed a revised return or a revised Tran 1, which is either an application or declaration, your old one will become zero. Which means full tax becomes payable for that month.
That day.
On that day. On that day. It doesn't calculate difference. It becomes full zero. Which means you are exposed to interest and penalty.
So it means these are the problems of software and not actually the other things.
Sir, I have no difficulty, sir. I understand all of us like the government. Why don't you issue a notification or circular saying no interest or penalty? You are just talking for 4 months. We will be lenient, we will do that, we will do this. I will tell you, we took this up in Karnataka government. I spoke to my commissioner. Your Maharashtra commissioner, Mr. Jalota, was also there in that meeting. So I am aware. Now I will make it clear. Why they are not issuing a circular or notification, I will tell you. Because they are under the belief that if they issue a notification of circular, even genuine dealers will not pay their tax in a normal course of business. Therefore, they want to issue a circular or notification after the system sets in January to say for the month of July, August and September there will be no interest or penalty. This is the problem. Sir, I am also positive. I know you are speaking positively about the government. I am not criticizing the government. I am only saying we have to take care of these glitches positively and not negatively. So this is where we have difficulty. Next. Where transitional credit from last returns is restricted due to non-issue of statutory forms. We'll come to statutory forms. Can a deficiency of credit result in restriction of other transitional credits as well? I will just park this. I will show you a screenshot in the next slide. Or can I go to the screenshot next? Go to the screenshot.
Yeah.
Is it there on the right hand side?
Yes.
You look at the screenshot on the right hand side. It automatically takes away my money. Now don't tell me this is a software glitch. There is a malified intention behind this writing software, behind the man who's writing the software. He doesn't know. A man who writes a software is a simple programmer. He doesn't know your section 6 of the CST law. He's not aware. And he doesn't know rule 12. So somebody has told him to write like this. Now look at how it has taken away your money. Now I will tell you what happened. I took this to the council. Just as you are saying, they were positive. Now they have made it zero. Now what they have done, they have linked it in Karnataka. As Mr. Joshi said, we are the worst people because we are good at litigation. Now what is done, this goes and sits in my VAT portal. In 3 days I am getting a notice for filing of declaration forms. Otherwise I will conclude your assessment ex parte. Now tell me, if this is not harassment, what else it is? I am also positive. But this is how they behave. This is where we have difficulty. Now I have taken this screenshot to tell all of you that the intent was to take away your money. Now today you upload and see, where I think I lost 100 rupees there, not 1000 rupees. This was physical payment. I am telling you. This was a dummy invoice. I made the commissioner sit beside me and I showed him this in Karnataka. You can speak to Ritvik Pandey. I made him sit beside me and we uploaded this data. I told him, sir, tomorrow if the penalty comes, I will pay the 3 times. In Karnataka, for uploading a false invoice is 3 times. I will pay that 3,000. But look at how money is gone from my account. They have taken away the credit that was available to me. Then what he did, they tweaked the program because Infosys is also in Bangalore. They said if it is minus, make it 0. And when they made it 0, they take the minus to my VAT portal for the purpose of issue of automatic invoice. notice. So, you take a situation where my good friend Bhavan Joshi, for April, May, June 2017, nobody has received the declarations in Form C, F, H or I. Your due date is over last week. If you file this next week, you will get notice for April, May, June. Your C form will not be ready. The man would not have uploaded. Government is the biggest culprit. You go to PSUs, they don't account your invoice. Right? How do I get my declarations in Form C? Now this is how they program. Now look at the screenshot on the left. Yeah, I'm still on the screenshot. Look at the screenshot on the left. Now this is the Tran1 application. This is a live case which we have printed yesterday. It says submission is in progress. From 9th September it is in progress. It has neither given me credit, nor has it taken the credit. Now this is in progress. Continuously it is in progress. So we tried to figure out why this is in continuous progress for over 30 days.
It will continue forever.
No, they are not able to figure out, to be honest. They are not able to figure out in this case why it is continuously in progress for 30 days. Now he is actually telling me now, your original application filed is wrong. I said, boss, I have not even filed, you migrated me directly. There is no application I have filed. Now they are trying to figure out, we have hundreds of cases like this. Now, my point is, if your Tran1 on 30th October is going to show a transition in progress, you tell me from where you are going to get your credit. Yeah, that's all. That's all. Now this is continuously in progress. Now look at another option. On 30th, if you are not able to file your return, or if the Tran1 doesn't get uploaded for whatever reason, it may get uploaded on November 2nd, just as the earlier tax payments, physical payments got held up in September, right?
For 7 days.
Whatever. But my account was debited, credit came on some other day. Now look at this position here. If this gets filed on 2nd November, I am already past my October 31st, transition credit fully gone. Man will not give you. He will say it was a date was 28th September, he extended by 1 month, further you have not filed, therefore credit is gone. Now these are screenshots which we will have to take and tell the government my life is not working the way you think it has to work. And tell them if you don't resolve this, I have to go to court. I have no other option but to go to court. So can I go back to my earlier slide?
Sir, one thing, this C-form thing, can you explain from layman's perspective? I could not really comprehend.
So there are 2 tabular columns in transition 1. Table A, which just asks you for the total value against declaration, sales effected against declaration and submitted, forms submitted, that's all. You go to that 5A and see it. 5B, what it says is in respect of pending statutory forms, correct? Pending statutory forms. Now that pending statutory form, there are a number of people who have told me, what if I put dash and file it? I will not say anything. Just say one dash or keep quiet. I won't fill in anything. This is where I am saying that it could be concealment of information, because the declaration you are saying is whatever I have signed or filed here is correct. You put a dash. In fact, some clients came back to me and told me, sir, I don't want to put a dash also because you are saying it's concealment. I'll just keep quiet, nothing. I said, even if you don't fill, it will amount to a concealment only. Because you know that you have sold against Form C and you have not obtained the declaration Form C, FHI or whatever the declaration. Go to the table 5B, it will tell you the pending declarations in Form C and the rate of tax and the value, that is the tax difference. It will give all the 3, which means you are readily giving your tax officer the quantum of declarations which have not come and the consequential differential taxes readily available to him. It is your own submission, it is your own declaration. Therefore, my VAT officer or it's available on the portal because he is your own assing officer today. He doesn't need to do any rocket science. He will cut paste this and give you one notice. And you yourself have said that you have not obtained the declaration, and if you have not sought time under Rule 12 sub Rule 6, because Rule 12 sub Rule 6 says, if you don't file the declarations within the quarter ending, you have to file or seek an extension to the satisfaction of your assessing officer. You would not have done that. Therefore, he will tell you, I have no reason to believe I have to give you time. However, one final opportunity of 3 days is given to you if you don't file. In 3 days, nothing will happen. In 3 days, only money will go out of your pocket. Right? This is exactly what will happen. So this is what I am telling you. Be careful. Consciously, we took a decision in several transition cases to get over this glitch. That because of this CFAM business, that money was going out of my account. We did not file the transition one in September. Then they set it right to make it zero. In fact, I called Rajat and told him, please see, I am sending you a screenshot, right?
Pay 100 rupees, I did pay.
You didn't pay, no?
I did pay.
You did pay and lost it, huh?
Yes.
Same case, yes. So we all lost this money. So we attempted this, and this is where we lost our money. Now they have made that zero, but the zero is going and sitting in your back portal for the purpose of recovery of taxes.
Only one point.
Yeah.
The issue is the 5B calculates differential tax.
Yeah.
If you interpret the section, they want the corresponding ITC. How do you come to terms with this?
There is a contradiction in that.
No, there is no contradiction.
Corresponding credit does not match.
No, there is no contradiction. Absolutely clear. Law is very clear. This part of it, I am clear what is their intent. I will tell you their intent. That is why I said lawyers will fight by saying section overrides rule, rule overrides form. Now we have a rule here, right? The rule says input tax credit. Rajat, how you need to work this out? You know the sales effected by you in the tax period for that month. Which month? Because he is asking you from April 2015 to June 2017. Tax period on tax period, you know the sales that you have effected against CFHI. The input tax credit that you have utilized there is what you have to reverse here.
Correct.
If you reverse that here, that is the reversal which will come in column 1.
Yes.
Now, look at a situation where you have not only utilized this input tax credit for the purpose of sales affected against the declaration in Form C, you will also have local sales affected or exempted sales or partial exemption or reversal, or you will have, I don't know, several transactions in the VAT law. If you are able to identify work, give that here. If you are not able to do it, then give the differential tax.
So where is the source for the differential tax?
Why will the source not come?
It is not extracted also.
Exactly. Perfect. That's why I said.
To reduce my credit.
Fully understand. That's why I said section overrides rule, rule overrides forms. Now, the moment a section overrides, the only option you have because it has come in the form is court.
That's what I'm saying. I mean,
No other way. I don't see any other way. Please go to the court saying what the section says is not what the form is asking. Please go. Infosys is attempting that. Please go. Because for them it is one huge number that we are talking of.
That is happening in every company because like
No, but what option you have? See, if you are going to miss the deadline of 31st of October, you are neither in the court nor here.
can I not just put zero? Because I am advised.
No, please listen. I am not here to advise you. But the moment you put zero, please also get ready for concealment verification form which you are signing.
see, I tell you.
Because I cannot tell you, I am not a lawyer. I cannot tell you, you are signing a verification column saying I have not concealed any information. Then tomorrow if they go against that, I don't know whether prosecution will sustain. My sixth sense tells me yes.
I don't think so. Very respectfully.
Respectfully, it's my view, I will stand corrected. I am not getting into that controversy of concealment or not. One second. I am not getting into that debate because for me the form is sacrosanct. If I don't believe the column in the form is correct, I will rather go to the court than put zero. That is my view. I leave it to your wisdom to do what you want. Yes, madam.
If we are taking only excise credits and no sales tax credits, then is it necessary for this C form and all declaration?
Madam, exactly what I am saying. See, the form, correct. In the form Tran 1, these columns exist. So what are the options available to you? Go by the section.
That difference?
What he is saying.
No, but that difference we can pay under the existing law.
No difficulty. Madam, what are the options? I'll tell you all the options open to you. 1, pay under old law, say there is nothing here. Option 1. Option 2, don't even pay under the old law because you may get forms before the assessment is concluded, or even after the assessment is concluded you may get the forms. Don't pay. But should you declare here, there is a column. My view, my opinion is when there is a column in a form you have to declare. Now, your argument is section does not require me to declare, but form wants me to declare. Now this form you are saying I have not concealed information. Tomorrow my belief is the officer will proceed against you saying the form that you have declared is false. Therefore, I have no reason to believe, one second, that all other columns are right. So show cause why I should not deny input tax declaration. Your option is only code. Lower level you will lose. Surely. Now, 1 minute, madam. So what is the option? You don't want to declare. What I would do as a consultant is I will declare it here. I will reflect the turnovers. Option 1. Because it is 0. Option 2. If I think the section overrides the form, I have a very strong case, I will move the code. But I will not make it nil. Because that is my view. As a consultant, if there is a column in a form which you don't agree with the law, code is the only option. Nobody else can do anything. Because we have already written to GST Council, they don't want to change it. Now what do you want to do? Take out all ICA memorandums that we have written. From January we have been writing. They don't want to change it because they want this information. In fact, originally they wanted the cash. That is why Rajat and I lost 100 rupees. We lost the money. Now they have made it 0 because we fought with them saying, April to June quarter, my time itself is September 28th for filing transfer, but my time limit under law is September 30. How can you take away my money? So they made it 0. Now they have extended it. So I don't know how they are going to change this transfer. Maybe they will take away my money. Yes, madam.
I'm talking about Maharashtra specifically. We are issued notices for pending declaration.
CFHI.
Yes.
Yes.